Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to everyone to today's honoree, President Gerald Jones and Mr. Jeff Jones and their family and friends, to Jennie's great-grandson, Mr. Bill Carter, and his wife, Mrs. Kay Carter, and family, and to all our special guests, panelists, and to everyone joining us today from all parts of the world. My name is Shalita Camarda-Webb, and I am the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at California University of Pennsylvania. And on behalf of our university, I welcome you to today's celebration, honoring the life and legacy of Elizabeth Jennie Adams Carter, California University's first African-American graduate, known in her day as California Normal School. In the annals of California University and the Mon Valley, Jennie is recognized and hailed as a vanguard for people of color and women in higher education. With resiliency and perseverance, she transformed her passion for learning into a lifelong mission to educate and inspire generations that follow. As a first, her legacy summoned others to learn and lead. And as we all know, today's honoree, also a first, answered that calling, dedicating her life and career to California students, our campus, and the greater community. I invite Missy Dunn, the Director of Student Activities, Programs and Leadership, to give our homecoming welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing us to have this event during our homecoming week. Homecoming is a 70-year tradition on our campus, and being able to add the celebration for the Jennie A. Carter Award and celebrating such an inspirational and important woman in all of our lives this year in President Jones. It is just such an honor for us to have this including in our homecoming celebration. Homecoming looks a little different this year as we all celebrate our 71st homecoming from home. In this virtual world, being able to come together at this time is still very important. And I thank Shalita and the entire committee for being so instrumental in involving this in our virtual homecoming week. I hope that you all are enjoying the celebration that we have put forth for you, and that you are participating in all of the different activities that are going on. Today is a full day of parade coverage on CUTV, so please join us when you have the opportunity in looking back in all of what homecoming has meant to the California community and California University of Pennsylvania. Once again, welcome to this virtual homecoming week. Thank you so much for allowing us to participate in this very special celebration, and a heartfelt congratulations to President Jones on this award.
Thank you, Missy. Now I invite Bill Carter, Jennie's great-grandson, to share remarks.
Good morning, all. President Jones and all the CalU family. It is truly an honor to be asked to join you on this day that gives me personal joy. And it gives me an opportunity to publicly, Am I on? Shalita, am I on?
Your video camera's not on.
Okay, there I am. Okay, we'll start there. Sorry. Good morning to all. It is truly an honor to be asked to join you on this day. It gives me personal joy, and it gives me an opportunity to publicly express my gratitude and appreciation for all the support our awardee has given me, my family, and the legacy of Jennie Adams Carter. Jennie Adams Carter was my great-grandmother, my father's grandmother. A woman of great religious faith, her husband, her father, and her grandfather were all ministers in the AME Church. She was also blessed to be freeborn to two literate parents who also saw education as a treasured possession. Jennie was taught that the lack of education could imprison our people as effectively as the chains of slavery had for centuries before. As a teenager and young woman, Jennie taught for 10 years at the Black schools in Monongahela Valley, but she realized she needed to learn more so that she could be a better teacher. She made education her life's mission and dedicated herself to building a new class of educated people of color. She enrolled at Southwest State Normal School, Cal's predecessor, graduating in 1881. Jennie, not satisfied to be the school's first Black grad, immediately turned around and earned a master's certificate. She was a woman with a career in the 19th century when that was a rarity for women of any race. She became a college professor, school administrator, positions almost always held by men. And she became a local celebrity because she was a gifted public speaker. Jennie shattered stereotypes and broke barriers with dignity, poise, and wit. Carter Hall was opened in 2007, but 20 years before that, there was a Jennie Carter House. For decades, a symbol of Black excellence and achievement on Cal's campus. Okay, maybe Carter House was also a symbol of a party or two. But the point is that long before Carter Hall, Jennie Carter had become an icon and a rallying point for minority students at Cal. She had become the historical matriarch of the Black Student Union and all students of color. When Jennie first arrived at Old Main, she was the first and only Black girl to walk those halls. History records she was not universally well received, but while she might have been a bit frightened, Jennie was neither intimidated nor overly impressed. She just came to get the best education she could and to excel in every way possible. But Jennie could never dream that that same Old Main would ultimately become the home of her alma mater's first Black president, a woman, even if it took another 130 years. When Geraldine Jones became president of California University of Pennsylvania, I could almost see Jennie smiling down. I swear I could hear her laugh of joy. Jerry Jones truly exemplifies everything that Jennie Carter stood for. She represents academic excellence. Her mission is developing new generations of diverse leaders. She's a child of Mon Valley and has selflessly given back to the Cal U community for decades. She is the quintessential role model. Jennie Carter may have been the beginning at California University of Pennsylvania, but Geraldine Jones is the pinnacle. Jennie's legacy has certainly come full circle. I congratulate you, Jerry. You do us all proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carter, for those very moving words and sentiment. The Carter family remains very still involved with the campus university and support. They've endowed us a scholarship in Jennie's honor, the Jennie Adams Carter Scholarship Award that is awarded yearly to our students to support them financially. And I'm happy to say that the 2020 Jennie Adams Carter Scholarship recipient is here celebrating with us today, and her name is Kiana Randolph. Kiana, thank you for joining us today. Wave if you like. Thank you for joining us today.
Congratulations.
And for being a part of Cal U.
Thank you.
I now turn over today's celebration to First Gentleman Jeff Jones and the Jones family.
Thank you, Shalita, and good afternoon, everyone.
On behalf of our family, I thank you for your selection of Jerry as the 12th recipient of the award named for Elizabeth Jennie Adams Carter. Excuse me. The class of 1881. Jennie was the university's first African-American graduate. The Jennie Adams Carter Award is given to a person who exemplifies her spirit, resilience, and leadership. This award is one of many ways that Jerry has made us proud, not only as a professional, but also as a family member whose kindness, generous counsel, and love for the family helps bind us. I also would like to thank all of you for being part of this special occasion, particularly considering the challenges that we face today due to this pandemic. I'm glad that today's technology makes this award ceremony both meaningful and possible. I'd like to take a moment to recognize members of our family online today. Our daughter, Autumn Lance, and her husband, Aaron, and daughter, Jennie, who you'll hear from a little later in the presentation. Our daughter, Courtney Searle, and her husband, Dan, and their twin daughter and son, Jackson and Quinn. Our sister, Terrell Armstrong, and her daughter, Adrian Aldridge, and granddaughter, Sydney. Our sister, Sharon Allison, and her husband, Juan, and daughter, Tara. Our niece, Lisa Fisher, and her daughter, Hala. My brother, John Jones, and his wife, Thomasine. Our nephew, Sean Jones, and his wife, Natri, and daughters, Amara and Elle. Our niece, Jennifer Garrison, and her husband, Gabriel, and son, Gabe. Our special cousin and past awardee and Emeriti faculty member, Dr. Larry Lancaster, and his wife, Dr. Adrian Lancaster, and our special aunt, Miss Arabelle Lancaster. Thank you. At a past Jennie Adams Carter Award ceremony, Jerry remarked on Jennie Carter's impact not only as a member of the African American community, but also as a trailblazer for women. She went on to say, her memory continues to inspire our campus community. When I think of Jerry's career at Cal U, I think about those principles that she believes in and how similar they are to Jennie's. Both Jennie and Jerry were grounded in their church and strongly rooted in our African Methodist Episcopal teachings. I think that it comes to no coincidence that our historical Black colleges and universities, or HBCUs, have deep roots in the AME Church. Jennie's graduation from Cal U came only 16 years after the Civil War in 1865, when HBCUs emerged to provide Black Americans the most basic of human rights, access to education. Incidentally, Cheney University, established in 1837, and like Cal U, one of the state's 14 public universities, is the oldest HBCU in the country. Jennie and Jerry are both strong Mon Valley women whose purpose was guided by those men and women who had gone on before them. I know Jerry as a wife, soulmate, mother, grandmother, sister, sister-in-law, daughter, and aunt. And after 46 years of marriage, I believe I can speak for Jerry in saying she knows from where her blessings came, and that her moral compass is a solidly passed down belief that can be condensed simply in a verse of her favorite spiritual. And that is, if I can help somebody along my way, then my living has not been in vain.
If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or a song, if I can show somebody that they're traveling wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. My living shall not then my living shall not be in vain. If I can do my duty as a good man ought, if I can bring back beauty to a world abroad, if I can spread love's message as the master taught, then my living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain.
Thank you to our granddaughter, Journey, for that beautiful and inspiring rendition of If I Can Help Somebody. That's the first time that Jerry has heard that rendition. But Jerry and the senior choir at Mount Zion AME Church often sang that song. Thank you, Jerry. Our 46 years of marriage blessed Jerry and I with two wonderful daughters, Autumn and Courtney, who at this time share reflections of their mother.
Hi everyone. Thanks for choosing our mom to be the recipient of the Jennie Carter Award. I want to share with you a little bit about our mom. Everyone sees her outward amazingness and her so many notable accomplishments, and Court and I are our mom's biggest fans. Yet very few people get to see the amazing mother and grandmother that she is. Even though I know she talks us up a lot, Court and I are very opposite of one another. My mom knew how to love us equally, yet differently. She did this in such a way that there was no animosity between my sister and I. We are each other's best friend. She raised us to be just that. We are each other's keeper. She taught us how to be young ladies and have respect. We knew she would always help us through any situation, but only after reminding us that any decision we make, be smart about it and be ready to face the consequences. I remember the consequences often, and it taught us to stand up and say when we were wrong and to apologize. We learned how to love others by watching just how loving our mom is to our family, our extended family, and the kids that she mentored throughout her career. It's a complex thing to grow up watching your mom be just as kind and loving to other kids, and in some way you kind of learn to share her, but under your breath, Court and I were like, who are these kids wanting our mom's attention? Like, I don't know about all that. But see, that's the crazy part. She knew how to love us more than enough. And in that, it taught us to love and to be kind to others, to never shy away from helping others, and to never be too full of ourselves. We were raised that everyone's equal because every one of us is God's children, and that is how He loves us. We learned what it means to give of ourselves and ask nothing in return by watching her unselfishly help her own family and the kids that she taught. We can't count the numerous times that others have shared these amazing stories about how our mom helped them shape their lives and help them get where they are today. We didn't know a lot of this. Our mom didn't share too much of that with us because she was teaching us the lesson of when you help someone, you do it from your heart and it stays between you and God. My mother taught us by doing. Some lessons were learned only in time as we continued on our own journey of life. As we're raising our own children, I often think of how in the world did she do all this? It's insane. She was always and is always there like supernatural. When we were kids, we didn't even think she slept. She's always kind to us. And like in 3 a.m, it didn't matter. She was always there. It didn't matter. She always put us first. Courtney and I are mature adults, and our mom still makes us feel like we are the most important people in the world to her. Her grandkids think she's the bee's knees, like it's Granny. Granny's the stuff. Everything she does with grace. She loves us to no end and with no judgment. I know this comes from her faith in God. As adults, we know adulting is hard work, and you manage to cheerfully give everyone your all, Mom. I know that parents hope that their children will grow up to be better than them, but I can honestly say, knowing the consequences, that this is an impossible task because, Mommy, your shoes are ginormous. As I think of the award today and of the strides that Jennie Carter had to go through, I see that like you, Mom, Jennie Carter was a first. She gave her all. Like her, you're revered and for your outstanding commitment to excellence and giving to others. How cool is it that back in 1881, when Jennie Carter was forging the way, that her grit didn't end there. She paved the way for others and passed the torch. And our mom has carried on that legacy of education and helping others to achieve their goals. I heard the other day someone say this Bible verse, that greater is no gift than when a man lies down his life for another. It was said to mean that some people, like our mom, give of themselves so unselfishly, even when it's hard, even when they're tired, and even when they feel they have nothing left to give. They continue to bless others. We are so proud of our mommy. Mommy, thank you for caring for others and effortlessly giving of yourself time and time again. We love you so much. We're so proud of you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for honoring my mother with this year's Jennie Carter Award. I know that it means so much to my mother to receive this prestigious award from the university that she loves and has poured so much into over her 45-year career. California University has always been a significant part of my mother's life, as well as her family's lives. Much like Jennie Carter, education has been my mother's life's work. My mother has devoted her career and has paved the way for her children and other children to have the opportunity to pursue a higher education. Some of my earliest memories are of me and my sister tagging along with my mother in the summers while she worked as the director of the Upper Bound program at California University. Many of you know that Upper Bound is a college prep program for first-generation college students that provides these children with educational experiences and opportunities. Even as she moved on in her career, the Upper Bound program and those students held and still hold such a special part in her heart. Coming from a family where she was the first and only person to go to college, working with these future first-generation college students fueled her passion for educating others. To see how much my mother has accomplished throughout her remarkable career, going from being a second-grade teacher to the director of the Upper Bound program, to the dean of education at Cal, to finally becoming the provost, and then finally becoming the first Black and female president of California University. All throughout her advancement, she has always kept her students and the intention of providing a great education at the forefront of her work. I'm sure if Jennie Carter were looking down at California University today, she would be proud to see someone like my mother leading the university where she once attended. I would like to thank Jennie Carter because without her courage and ambition, my mother's accomplishments may not have been possible. A quote that really has become significant to me since becoming a parent is, "The greatest gift you can give your children is the great education." So I want to thank you, Mommy, for giving me and so many others the gift of a great education. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. Thank you for being such a wonderful role model and showing us what it looks like to truly walk in your purpose. Love you.
Thank you, Autumn and Courtney, for sharing your affections and reflections of your mother. I know it makes your mother proud to know that you are the fruits of her labor and you are her purpose. At this time, Jerry, I'd like to present you with the Jennie Carter Award. This to be bestowed upon you on this day, recognizing all that you've done in your career. And I'll read a little bit of the inscription. It's Jennie A. Carter Award, awarded to Geraldine M. Jones, October 8th, 2020, and presented by the California University of Pennsylvania. We have a special place in our home where we'll have that so that it is predominantly displayed and represents the honor that it means to you and to the family. While we asked Jerry to make remarks, I have to think about what Jennie Carter would think today as she looks down on this day of an award. And I think she would say something to the effect that Geraldine M. Jones, job well done. Family, friends, university, family, I give you President Geraldine M. Jones. Jerry?
Thank you, Jeff. And wow, thank you. And thank you, Shalita, and the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for this award. And to everyone who helped to make this ceremony so special. I am deeply touched to receive this honor and delighted to see so many university family members, good friends, and my family members here with us today. And I must add just how proud I am of my beautiful daughters and granddaughter for your participation in this amazing celebration. Bill and Kay Carter, thank you for joining us from Hawaii. It is 6 a.m. there. And as always, thank you for your unwavering support of our university over the years. Your presence in the life of California University helps us to see Jennie Adams Carter as more than a historical figure. We've come to know her as a role model, a beloved family member whose strength and character echo through the generations. It was truly an honor to have had her great grandson, Terrence Carter, your son, be our commencement speaker for our May 2019 ceremony. And congratulations on becoming grandparents. Welcome to the Grandparents Club. To receive the award named for Jennie Carter is a very special honor because Jennie herself was a very special person. She was a woman of great courage and conviction. Her success as a student was not only a significant achievement for the African American community, but also a noteworthy sign of the changing role of women in America. She had the strength to forge her own path, to follow her own dreams at a time when that was challenging for women, and especially women of color. That is something I've tried to instill in our students over the years and in the colleagues I've mentored throughout my career. If you focus on your goals, if you turn your dreams into action, you can achieve great things. Jennie Carter's life and career are a wonderful example. Jennie became a teacher, something she and I have in common. I can't know her motivation for entering the profession, but I have always believed that teachers touch the future. Through her example, as well as her teaching, I'm sure that Jennie Carter helped many students find their way to a brighter future. Over the past 46 years, that has been my goal as well. Back in 1861, California was a place of opportunity for Jennie Carter and for other African American students who saw education as a crucial step in their path forward. Today, as our nation reckons with so many difficult questions about diversity, equity, and inclusion, I am proud to say that Jennie's spirit lives on here at Cal U, and that our university continues to be a place of opportunity and promise. As our students become leaders of today and of the future, we strongly believe our responsibility as a university is to serve as a beacon of light for a better world. Let our core values of integrity, civility, and responsibility be the compass that continues to guide us. Human character is not measured in times of favorable circumstance, but in those times that test one's soul. Today, I am honored to take my place among the amazing men and women who have received the Jennie Adams Carter Award in years past. I am humbled to be in their company and grateful beyond words for this recognition. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you, President Jones, for those wonderful, moving remarks. And thank you, First Gentleman Jones, Autumn, Courtney, Jennie, and your entire family. As a student and now 29-year plus administrator, staff member at Cal U, I am honored and proud to be a part of your Cal U story and legacy. I'd like to now invite any of our guest panelists who are here who want to share some brief remarks to raise your hand and let us call on you, please.
President Jones, I just want to say congratulations on winning the Jennie Carter Award. I've known you for a year and a half now, and the words that come to my mind is access, persistence, overcoming barriers, and going back and helping others accomplish follow the pathway that you took to get to where you're at. Oftentimes we do a lot of work and for our students. And I know for a fact that you've impacted many, many students that have come to Cal U and graduated and are doing great things. So again, congratulations on winning this award, President Jones.
Thank you. Thank you. I see my nephew Sean was trying to say something. I saw his hand go up.
Thank you, President.
Yeah, so thanks everyone. And Bunny, this is just such a wonderful just celebration of your whole time that you've been at California University of Pennsylvania. As an alumni of California University of Pennsylvania, it gives me so much joy just to see all of the changes that have come over the years, and just to know that you've been a part of every one of them in some shape or form is just so touching. You've been such a wonderful role model for everyone in our family, including my two daughters. My youngest daughter, Elle, as you know, has California University as one of her two top schools. It's either Harvard or it's Cal U. So you've done a wonderful job in just every step of the way. And we're just so proud of you. And we just can't wait to see what you do next. And we love you.
And I just have to, thank you, Sean. I just have to make a comment because I see my grandbabies, the grand twins, the big kids, Jackson and Quinn. So Granny has to say hi to you. We FaceTime like every day, but hi, Quinn. Hi, Jackson.
Thank you. Ms. Sheffield.
I think Carol's on mute.
Okay,
Oh,
here
you're
I
on
am.
mute.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, greetings from sunny Sarasota, Florida, to my friends, President Jerry Jones, and the first dude, Jeff, and to the whole Jones family who is there. You guys have quite a clan there today. And to Bill and Kay Carter, hello from Hawaii. It's good to see all of my former colleagues here. And I'm so grateful to be a part of this ceremony so that I can help celebrate Jerry and the honor that she's receiving today is being bestowed the Jennie Carter Award. What a wonderful tribute, Jerry, to you and to Jeff. And I see that your granddaughter, Jennie, has your gift of voice. I didn't know she could sing, but yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations to you and best wishes as you continue your journey after you leave Cal U. Some of you may know that Jerry and I have been friends for like 50 years, 50 years since we met. And I'm just so proud of everything that you've accomplished. And truly, like people have already said, that you embody the spirit of Jennie Adams Carter, truly. And so I wish you the best of luck. And I can't wait to see you again soon, I hope.
Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Mr. Jim Davis.
Well, thank you. And thank you for the invitation. You know, there's been comments made about how long people have known Jerry and Jeff, and I won't say how long we've all been friends, but I can say this, the years have been a lot better on Jerry than they have been on Jeff and I can say that. But, you know, all I can say about Jerry is she is one of the most remarkable persons I've ever had the privilege of being around. And I like to think I've been around a lot of remarkable people in my life, a lot of people with wonderful leadership qualities, with integrity, honest character. And Jerry possesses all of that and more. You know, you say a beacon of light for the world. She always has been, from the time we were in college, a special person, a person that has displayed that beacon of light. Jerry, what you've done for Cal U has just been remarkable. And I appreciate it to the extent that I've been an alum and been involved with the university. And I congratulate you. I congratulate Jeff, your daughters, your family. You have such a wonderful family, just makes me feel so warm when I see all you guys and the Jones and John's families, just great people. And you, Jerry, I'm going to miss you. I tell you this all the time, but not that we won't still be dear friends, because we certainly will be, but I'm going to miss you in that role as the president of the university, because you have been a truly remarkable president, just the greatest. And the last thing I'm going to say is, did you help Jeff? Because that's the words he spoke were, and the guy, I thought he was at the convention giving a speech. He was wonderful. And I know you're a great speaker, but I hadn't heard Jeff speak so eloquently. And I'd like to congratulate him as well. But Jerry, we miss you. We love you. And you're just the greatest. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. And no, I just heard his remarks when you did.
Okay.
So, no.
I couldn't let that go unchallenged, Jerry. I think that the reason why you might not have heard me speak is because when I'm with you, I can't get a word in edgewise.
That's, you know what? That's what my brother would have said, Jeff. You know that Sam would say the same thing.
Thank you. Thank you for your remarks. Dr. Majoka.
Thank you, Shaletta. So I did a little bit of research and read an article that was written about Jennie Carter, and it said that she was described as a mild and gentle lady wherever she went, and she had many friends. And I thought, fitting, but I would say President Jones is fierce and a gentle lady who has many friends wherever she goes. And that's not an accident. So when I came here to Cal U, when I interviewed with President Jones, and I said, you know, you're going to see me everywhere you go. Well, we see each other everywhere we go. President Jones is everywhere. She's down on the field with the football players while they're kneeling, talking to them, praying with them. She goes to away games to New Hampshire and shows up and goes into the locker room and gives them pep talks. She's in the president's box at the basketball games and at the volleyball games. And President Jones, you're a presence here on this campus. And those friends that you've made are genuine friendships, and people look up to you and they follow your leadership. You've sung with the choir here on campus. I just have not seen very many leaders take the time and dedication and genuine interest in a campus that you have. You're also a lady. So Jennie Carter was described as a lady. You're a lady. You're well-spoken. You're impeccably dressed. No matter how well I try to dress at any event that you'll be at, I always feel underdressed. You are a beautiful woman, poised, charming, always welcoming. You're dedicated to the academics here on campus, and you're absolutely dedicated to improving the lives of the students here in our area. I can't imagine a more fitting recipient for this prestigious award. I can't imagine honoring Jennie A. Carter, a woman to whom we all owe so much to, in any better way than for you to receive this award. I know I speak for many when I say that your legacy will live on long past your retirement. You will be deeply missed, and I wish you a hearty congratulations on your well-deserved award.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you.
Dr. Barnhart.
Thank you, Shalita, for the invitation, and thank you for letting me say a few words about President Jones. I can't claim for 50 years, but I can claim at least 12 years working very closely with her in the administration at Cal. And listening to Autumn and Courtney talk about the influence that she had on them as a parent, I can tell you for sure that it carries over as well into the workplace. Like I said, in the 12 years that I was able to work intimately with President Jones, you know, like I like to think I was helping her, but I tell you what, I was learning so much about how to be a leader and how to interact with folks and how to be a problem solver all those years. The one thing that just always sticks with me, and for all you procrastinators out there, President's famous for saying a big problem today and a bigger problem tomorrow. And so, boy, I learned that lesson, and it's just been wonderful. I just treasure the time that I had to work with President Jones and the administration. And again, we were faculty members long before that. But I just want to wish her, you know, like I said, no one's more deserving for this award, and it does honor to Jennie A. Carter that we would award this to President Jones at this time. So thank you very much, and congratulations, President Jones.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
Dr. Biddington.
You're on mute.
Congratulations, President Jones. Or as we got to know one another, you, Jerry. Just a common practice for me, but I can't quite top Carol Sheffield, but at 43 years of working together with one another, both as a faculty member, as a department chair, and eventually as an administrator for you, has been very rewarding. We've had many discussions, many long meetings, as you well remember, in trying to solve problems for our students and our programs and moving those forward. And your support of those as dean and then as provost and as president has been significant for the department that I was in at the time. So I'm not great at speaking at this, but just wanted just to say a few words and appreciate the friendship that we've had over those 40 plus years, and the time that we've enjoyed together, both professionally and casually as well. So congratulations again. Keep that husband of yours riding his bike. I expect him to join me at some point in time in the future, and best of everything.
Thank you, Bill. And we have to take another trip in the RV to the games.
Always looking forward to it.
Dr. Icatch.
Oh boy, that went quickly. I heard choir, so I had to just step in because Dean Majaka had mentioned that President Jones sang with the choir, and indeed she did. And I think it was so fitting that I tell you what she sang. Ain't no mountain high enough. And boy, was it inspirational. And today is no different. What an inspirational day. And in this crazy COVID world we live in where we can use good news, thank you for this good news, and thank you for this inspiration, and thank you for all that you have done. I truly feel honored to be a part of your tenure here.
Thank you. Dr. Fredette.
So I want to congratulate President Jones on this award. I can't think of anyone more well-deserving. When I interviewed here, almost 3 years ago, it was her strength and grace in leadership that drew me to CalU. And I saw a leadership team that had dedicated their lives to a single institution, which let me know that CalU is a special place to be. And it turned out to be more special, and I am honored to have spent 3 years working under President Jones, and I admire her leadership style and will always strive to emulate that.
Thank you. I don't want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. For the panelists, is there any other remarks?
Shalita, if you don't mind, I'd like to say something.
Yeah.
President Jones, it has been just an honor and a privilege to work with you every day over the last 4 years. You have not only been a mentor to me, but I've also just admired your ability to make everyone just feel at home and welcome at CalU. You've served not only as an inspiration to me, but also future generations of women, and your legacy will impact generations to come. Congratulations. I wish we could have done this in person today.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you.
President Jones, this is Dan. I want to begin by thanking Bruce for retiring because I would not have had the opportunity to get to know you professionally and personally as well as I have. I remember when I like Brenda, when I interviewed and started my position here, you were the Dean of Education and your foot was in a cast. because you had broken your leg. And I don't know what Jeff had to do with that, but we'll keep that to yourselves. But as we sat there and talked, I thought, this is a person that I can get behind. This is a person I can follow. This is a person I can trust. And I don't know how just to express how much I appreciate the opportunity that we've had to get to know each other in these last 3 months, to be able to sit down and kind of mull through things and talk and be honest with each other and share. And I just publicly want to thank you for your strong character and the ability that, when I'm talking about things here, we can keep it between ourselves, but also it seems as if every time we talk, we end up talking about our family and how things are, because that really is what's at your heart and is at mine. So thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Is that everyone?
I had said I wasn't going to tear up or cry, but boy, have you all made me do that. But they're happy tears. You all have made me feel so special in all of my time here. You all are wonderful, wonderful people. Thank you. I've enjoyed. Thank you for this wonderful honor.
And thank you, President Jones. I would like to recognize and thank everyone who made this very, very special virtual celebration possible. First and foremost, and the reason that we are all connected here today, CJ DeJulius, the Associate Director of the Teaching and Learning Center. I appreciate all of your guidance and your technological guru skills in bringing us here today, so thank you.
Thank you.
To Kelly Moran, the Chief of Staff, and Joy Fulmer, and everyone at the Office of the President who assisted with making this event possible. To Vice President Bernardi and the staff at the Office of Student Affairs, thank you all. To Vice President Chris Kendall and everyone from the Office of Publications and Communications, and the entire campus community who had a part in making today's celebration such a success. And as we close, I want to acknowledge and thank Bill and Kay Carter once again for their continued support of sharing Jennie's life and legacy with us, and your support of Cal U and our students. We are forever grateful for Jennie's legacy. I also want to offer special thanks to First Gentleman Jones, Autumn, Courtney, Journey, and your entire family for all that you did to make this celebration a success. And thank you for sharing your mother, grandmother, aunt, spouse with us for all these years. We are all the better for it. President Jones, thank you and congratulations. Thank you for your leadership, your grace in doing so. You've been a blessing to me and to all of Cal U, and we definitely appreciate it, and we're going to miss you much. And thank you for honoring Jennie's lifelong legacy in your career of educating and service to Cal U and the greater California University community. Thank you all for joining us today.
Can I say one more word before you finish? I have
Most definitely.
Okay. When you talked about my family, because of the power of Zoom and the technology, my family from Atlanta is on this call today. My family from North Carolina is on this call today. And, my nieces, I know Jeff said that, but I have to say hi to Amara, to Elle, and to Sydney. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you all in person. Thanks.
If nothing else, the last few months have brought to us is a different way to join and be together. And it's a blessing that it has been this way. So thank you everyone for joining us in this wonderful celebration. I wish you the best of the rest of your day and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you.